I've got some great tips today on being a productive producer. If you want to learn how to get more efficient when creating music and be productive, then check out this video. Hello everyone, and welcome to Distinct Mastering. My name is Freddie. I'm a mastering engineer, producer, DJ, and president of Sleeping Giant Music. For over 2 decades, I've helped artists grow their careers, and now I'm here to help you with your music production skills. Now let's talk about ways you can be more of a productive producer. Okay, the first thing you can do to be more of a productive producer is make sure that you set aside time to produce music. It doesn't have to be long chunks of hours, but just even short chunks every day will help make you a better and more productive producer. It keeps you in the flow, keeps you moving, keeps you in tune with what's going on in your DAW and all of your setup, and just makes you a better producer overall. They say that you should put 10,000 hours into becoming a master of your craft. However, those 10,000 hours can be broken up into smaller chunks. So as long as you are repetitive and you do things on a daily basis, even small chunks can help add up to the large sum. So make sure that you are setting time aside and that you try to produce at least a couple days a week, if not 7 days a week. All right, number 2 is create an ideal working environment. That includes the chair you sit in, the space that you work in. Make sure your ambience is the way you like it, whether that be lighting, decor, furniture, your studio desk, your gear, even the color of your screen, if it's dark mode, light mode, whatever you decide that you prefer to work in, you should make that your studio. It's very important that you keep things organized in your studio. You know where to find things. That includes files on your hard drive and your folders. Just keeping things organized in the end will help make things flow. And when you're in the studio, you don't want to hit any roadblocks. So make sure that you create an ideal working environment that is designed for you. Number 3, if you can afford it, have a separate studio computer that you do nothing else with. This is beneficial so you're not browsing social media and putting a bunch of viruses or malware on your computer that can slow things down. Also, it keeps you super focused. I usually have a laptop next to me that I do emails and such with, although I do have email on my studio computer for my clients, but I don't really do much else. I may jump on the internet to grab something, download some files, but I'm never on social media on my studio computer. I also have a home studio computer that I'll go and back things up. I don't often use it much for music production, or I'd never use it for mastering. However, I have these 2 computers separated from my main computers for work and such, in the sense that they are dedicated music computers. This will help you in the long run. So if you can afford it, have a dedicated studio computer. Number 4, I'm going back to organization here, but this one is specifically about your sound library. Make sure you keep your sound library organized. It's ideal to have favorites. Make a favorites folder of your favorite sounds, save your favorite presets, make your own presets and save those so you have your unique sound. But don't have your sounds all over the place, scattered across multiple drives, on different hard drives, different folders. Keep it nice and organized so you know where to go and find things. It will keep your sessions running smoother and make you more creative and productive as a producer. Number 5, set up a routine for updates and general maintenance of your computer, as well as time to study and practice, whether that be if you want to study synthesis or if you want to take some music tutorials on YouTube. Set a time aside to do some sound design. On top of the time that you actually have time to produce, you should just spend a little time doing the busy work. This will enable you as a producer to enhance your skills, learn new things, and keep your computer up to date with computer updates, plugin updates, and things like that. So you need to set some time aside for the general maintenance and tidying up of things, as well as just general education. Number 6, use dual screens or a large monitor. It really does help on the eyes and can keep you more focused, and you have more space to spread things out on your screen. Now, unfortunately, I'm not able to use a widescreen here at my studio because I do these YouTube videos, so when I do my screen, it's going to look a little funky. So I chose to leave this. But at home, I have one of those ultra wide screens and they are a little nice. You get a little bit more desktop space. So whatever you prefer is what you should use. But I recommend trying to find something that at least has a dual monitor setup or something where you can spread things out and something that's easy to read because you don't want your eyes to go bad. Number 7, take breaks during long sessions. It's usually good to take breaks every 20 to 30 minutes to rest your ears and give your brain and your ears a reset. This way, when you come back to your music production, you're going to have a new outlook and a fresh perspective. So always remember, don't sit in the studio too long. It's really good to take breaks. Go out and get some coffee, do whatever. Another tip that I heard, and I don't remember where I heard this, is I heard an engineer would go out and get coffee and leave the control room door open and listen to his production while he was making some coffee, and he would hear different things. I've actually tried that and heard unique things that made me want to go back in and change some stuff. So just take some breaks. Maybe have the song playing in the background, but go into the other room or just walk away. Go outside. Listen to the breeze, listen to the wind, listen to the birds, whatever it is. Reset those ears, come back in with a fresh perspective. Number 8, I'm going back to organization on this one, but make sure you create favorites. In Ableton, you can have a favorites sidebar, and I like to favorite some of my favorite sample library folders. I also like to favorite some of my own sounds or groups of sounds and plugins that I've used in the past, which Ableton calls racks. You can have lots of different ways in different DAWs to save things, but it's much easier and much faster if you have faster ways of getting to them and you know where things are. So having favorites and starring your favorite presets and your synths, once again, goes back to organization, but just as another way to make yourself a more productive producer. Number 9, touching back on synths. Favorite your favorite synth presets. Maybe favorite your favorite synths, effects, EQs, whatever it is. In most DAWs, you can save your favorite plugins so you can pull them up for easy recall. For example, in my Ableton, when I'm making music, I have different color-coded and labeled types of plugins. So I might have my favorites, favorite EQs, favorite synths and instruments, favorite reverbs, all listed right there so I don't have to dig through multitudes of folders. As you start to build your plugins and your synths over time, you might start to get a lot like me, and you need a quick way to get to the ones you commonly use. So make sure you're using your favorites. Number 10, save your work consistently and make sure you turn on auto backups. This will save you if something happens. One time I was working here late and there was construction near the studio and they shut the power off just like that. Another tip that I suggest you have is you have a battery backup. It won't last you long, but at least it'll give you time to save the session and close everything down and just protect your gear in the case of a power outage. So make sure you're saving often and backing everything up. Turn on auto backups. It will help you if the DAW crashes and you need to restore the session. Number 11, learn the keyboard shortcuts in your DAW to speed yourself up. This will really help speed up your production. I can't stress this one enough. It's pretty simple. Just learn the keyboard shortcuts, and that way you're not just clicking around in a bunch of menus. You can just boom, 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 click, click, click. It's very fast and intuitive when you use your DAW in conjunction with the keyboard shortcuts. All right, number 12. I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but make sure you color code and label your tracks. I had a video about top 9 tips for music producers, which I'll leave you a link up above. Color coding and labeling your tracks helps keep things organized, neat, and tidy. So if you want to learn more about that, go back to that video and check out what I said there. But I can't stress that one enough either. Number 13, if you're working on something and you're just not getting anywhere with it, delete it and start over. I'm not saying completely start over the session, but let's say you added a new sound or you're trying this new sample, it's just not working out. Delete that, move on. And if you just lost inspiration on a new song, maybe just save that session and start something new the next day. Come back to that later. Don't get stuck and hung up on the same thing. You're not going to get anywhere, and you're not going to get any better by just trying to consistently beat the same dead horse. You need to keep making full songs and finishing them, because if you just make small loops, you're only going to get good at making small loops. You don't want to just be good at making 8-bar loops. You want to be good at arrangement and full composition of songs as well. So to get good at all areas of music production, you need to do it all. So make sure that you just keep moving on. Remember that. Just keep moving on. Number 14, last but not least, make DAW templates. It saves you some time. I have a few different templates for different things that I might be doing, but this way I can just load up the template and it has some of my favorite effects and various things that I might do all the time for production, or I might have some templates for mastering or mixing sessions that I do for clients. It just saves me time and helps speed up my workflow. So DAW templates is a huge one. And that's a bunch of tips on how you can make yourself a more productive producer. If you have any questions, be sure to shoot me a comment down below. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and the bell notification will keep you up to date. Once again, my name is Freddie from Distinct Mastering, and have a great day.